Chosen one, stop scrolling. The angels have a message for you today. There is a reason your soulmate could not find you until now. You've loved deeply, waited patiently, and questioned yourself silently. But the delay was never rejection. It was divine protection. Chosen one, take a slow breath right now. Feel how your chest tightens and then softens. That is not coincidence. Your soul already knows this message belongs to you. The reason you are here is because your heart has been asking questions late at night when no one could hear. You smiled in front of people, but inside you wondered why love never stayed, why connections faded, why timing was always wrong. You blamed yourself quietly. You thought maybe you were too much, or not enough, or simply invisible to the one meant for you. But heaven wants you to hear this clearly today: you were never forgotten. Chosen one, your soulmate did not fail to find you. They were held back for your safety. There were seasons when your heart was too open, too giving, too ready to pour itself into someone who would have drained you. The angels stepped in during those moments. Doors closed that confused you. People disappeared without explanation. Promises broke suddenly. And you thought it was loss. But it was rescue. There were versions of you that would have accepted half-love just to feel chosen. There were moments when loneliness spoke louder than wisdom. God saw that. The angels surrounded you quietly, blocking paths that would have tied your destiny to pain. That is why meetings didn't happen. That is why messages went unanswered. That is why timing never aligned. Not because you were unworthy, but because you were precious. Chosen one, your soul carries depth. You don't love lightly. When you love, you merge. When you care, you commit. And not everyone is built to hold that kind of heart. If your soulmate had found you earlier, they would have met you while you were still healing, still doubting, still learning your worth. And love born in broken seasons often becomes a battlefield instead of a sanctuary. So heaven waited. While you waited, you were being shaped. Every disappointment carved wisdom into you. Every goodbye strengthened your discernment. Every lonely night taught you how to sit with yourself without abandoning your own heart. You learned boundaries even when it hurt. You learned to walk away even when your soul wanted to stay. You learned that love without respect costs too much. These lessons were not delays. They were preparation. Chosen one, your soulmate is not meant to save you. They are meant to meet you. Two whole souls, not one wounded soul clinging to another. God does not rush sacred unions. Divine love arrives when both hearts can recognize it without fear, without chasing, without begging. There were people who came close. They felt intense. They felt familiar. They triggered something deep in you. But intensity is not alignment. Familiarity is not destiny. Some connections come to awaken you, not to stay with you. They shake you, expose your wounds, and then leave so you can heal what you didn't know was broken. That is why those connections ended abruptly. Their assignment was temporary, but necessary. Chosen one, the angels say this clearly: you were never late. You were being hidden. Just like a seed beneath the soil, unseen but alive. Roots grow in darkness. Strength forms in silence. And when the time is right, what was hidden rises naturally, without force. Your soulmate could not find you because you were becoming someone who would no longer settle. Heaven refused to introduce you to the right person while you were still willing to accept the wrong behavior. That would have been cruel. So God protected you from premature love. Think back. There were moments when you almost stayed where you should have left. Moments when your intuition whispered but you ignored it because your heart wanted comfort. Each time, life intervened. Something fell apart. Something blocked the path. That was not bad luck. That was divine redirection. Chosen one, your soulmate is being prepared too. They have their own wounds, their own lessons, their own awakenings. If they had met you earlier, they might not have recognized you. Or worse, they might have loved you from a place of fear instead of truth. Love formed in fear creates control. Love formed in truth creates peace. God waits for peace. You may feel tired now. Tired of waiting. Tired of being strong. Tired of hearing your time will come. The angels understand this exhaustion. They see how you long for someone who chooses you without confusion. Someone who stays without excuses. Someone who meets your depth without running. This desire is not weakness. It is a promise planted in your soul. Chosen one, notice how you have changed. You no longer chase. You no longer explain yourself to be understood. You no longer shrink to keep others comfortable. That is alignment happening. That is your soul signaling readiness. The delay protected you from attachments that would have distracted you from your purpose. Some relationships would have pulled you off your path, dimmed your calling, and consumed your energy. Your soulmate will not compete with your destiny. They will support it. That kind of union requires timing. God does not connect souls randomly. Divine love is scheduled. Every step, every pause, every detour is intentional. When the moment comes, you will not have to force anything. Recognition will be instant. Peace will be present. Fear will be quiet. Chosen one, stop blaming yourself. Stop replaying old conversations in your mind. Stop wondering what you could have done differently. The angels say, nothing you did delayed love. Everything you endured protected it. There were tears that watered your spirit. There were nights when you prayed silently, asking if love would ever feel safe. Those prayers were heard. Heaven answered them not with speed, but with precision. Your soulmate could not find you because you were being aligned, not avoided. You were being refined, not rejected. You were being guided away from pain you couldn't yet see. And now, something is shifting. Your energy is changing. Your standards are higher. Your heart is calmer. You are no longer desperate for love, you are ready for partnership. This is the sign you've been waiting for. Not that love is coming someday, but that you are finally in the season where it can stay. Chosen one, when your soulmate finds you, it will feel different. No confusion. No hot and cold. No fear of abandonment. It will feel steady. It will feel respectful. It will feel like coming home without losing yourself. Until that moment, trust the protection. Trust the timing. Trust that heaven never delays what is meant, it only prepares what is sacred. This message found you because your waiting season is not meaningless. It is purposeful. And love that arrives after preparation is the kind that lasts. Stay open. Stay grounded. Stay faithful. The angels are with you. Chosen one, stay with this message. Do not rush past it. The angels are still speaking, and what comes next is meant to settle your heart, not stir fear. There is a calm being poured into you right now, even if you don't fully understand why. That calm is confirmation. You see, many people think delay means denial. But in the spiritual realm, delay often means alignment. God never withholds love to punish you. He withholds it to protect what He already promised. Your soulmate is not late. They are arriving at the exact moment your soul can finally receive love without losing itself. There were times you mistook attachment for destiny. You felt pulled toward people who mirrored your wounds, not your future. That magnetic pull was not love, it was unfinished healing calling for attention. If your soulmate had entered your life then, you might have confused peace for boredom, stability for lack of passion. So heaven waited until your nervous system learned safety, until your heart learned discernment. Chosen one, you are learning how to be alone without feeling abandoned. That lesson is powerful. Many people enter relationships to escape themselves. You learned how to sit with your own thoughts, your own silence, your own truth. That is rare. That is sacred. And that is why your love story will not look like others. You don't need chaos to feel alive anymore. You don't need emotional games to feel wanted. You don't need inconsistency to feel excitement. This shift within you is the clearest sign that your soulmate season is approaching. Divine love feels calm, not confusing. The angels say there were moments when you almost begged God to remove this desire from your heart because it hurt too much to carry. But God never removed it because it is part of your destiny. That longing is not random. It is memory. Your soul remembers love that has not yet arrived in this lifetime. Chosen one, your soulmate is not searching frantically. They are being guided just like you. Their delays mirrored yours. Their heartbreaks taught them the same lessons. Their solitude refined them. Heaven has been working on both sides quietly, invisibly, patiently. That is why nothing forced works for you anymore. When you try to rush connection, it collapses. When you ignore your intuition, peace disappears. These are not punishments. They are internal alarms guiding you toward what is real. You were protected from people who would have loved the idea of you but not the responsibility of you. From people who admired your light but resented your boundaries. From people who needed healing more than partnership. God blocked those unions because they would have cost you your joy. Chosen one, stop wondering why others found love before you. Their timeline is not your timeline. Some people meet their lesson early. Some meet their destiny later. Depth requires time. Souls like yours are not handed to anyone unprepared. The angels want you to know this clearly. The love coming toward you will not feel like anxiety. It will not feel like guessing. You will not have to decode silence or chase clarity. It will arrive with honesty, effort, and presence. You are not behind. You are right on time. Your heart has been trained to recognize truth now. Your spirit can sense when something is forced. That is why surface-level connections no longer satisfy you. You crave substance because you are made for depth. Chosen one, this waiting season is closing. Not because you did something perfectly, but because you finally stopped betraying yourself for connection. That choice shifted everything. When your soulmate enters your life, it will feel natural, almost simple. No dramatic entry. No chaos. Just recognition. Just ease. Just a sense of this fits. Until then, honor where you are. Love yourself without rushing the outcome. Trust the divine intelligence that has guided you this far without failing you once. The angels are not late. God is not confused. Your story is unfolding exactly as written. And this message reached you now because your soul was ready to hear it. Stay open. Stay faithful. Love is closer than you think. Chosen one, this is the closing seal of the message, and it is gentle, not heavy. Let it land softly in your heart. The angels want you to release the last remaining doubt you carry, the quiet fear that maybe you were overlooked, maybe you were too different, maybe love simply wasn't written for you the way it is for others. That fear is not truth. It is residue from past waiting. And today, it dissolves. You were never meant to chase love. You were meant to attract it by becoming aligned with who you truly are. And that alignment has already happened. You may not see fireworks yet, but the inner shift has already taken place. Heaven responds to inner readiness, not outer impatience. Chosen one, your soulmate will not complete you, because you are already whole. They will recognize you. They will choose you without hesitation. They will meet your honesty with honesty, your depth with depth, your effort with effort. There will be no confusion about where you stand. Peace will answer the questions your mind used to ask. Remember this, what is divinely protected cannot be rushed, and what is divinely timed cannot be missed. Every closed door saved you from a future that would have required you to dim your light. Every delay preserved your softness. Every lonely season strengthened your spirit so love would not become your identity, but a companion to it. Chosen one, when love arrives, it will not take you away from yourself. It will bring you closer to who you already are. You will still recognize your voice, your dreams, your purpose. That is how you will know this love is real. The angels say you are stepping out of preparation and into reception. Not by force. Not by effort. But by alignment. Stay present. Stay open. Stay rooted in truth. Do not look back with regret. Nothing was wasted. Not a tear. Not a prayer. Not a night you thought you were forgotten. Heaven was watching over you the entire time. And now, as this message ends, let peace replace waiting. Let trust replace doubt. Let faith replace fear. You are seen. You are protected. You are loved. And what is meant for you is already on its way.